back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be telling you 5 things you shouldn't say, or more than 5 things you shouldn't say to a pregnant woman. If you know a pregnant woman, or if you have a friend, sister, cousin, work colleague, here are things that courtesy demands that you shouldn't say to a pregnant woman at all. Stick around to the end, watch this video, like this video, comment in the comment section, disagree with some of the things that I've mentioned in this video. And if you have more to say, or you're pregnant and you have more to say or to contribute to the conversation, please comment. I'd like to see your thoughts in the comment section. Let's get right into the video. The first thing I'll talk about is weight. I find that this is quite common, especially with people, mostly in the Black community, because I am West African and sometimes people don't know when to say things or how to say things. They go, oh my God, you're looking big. They go, oh my God, you've added so much weight, As someone who is pregnant, I don't want to really hear that from a close friend, a family member, or even anybody general, like someone who is really close to me and who knows that I am pregnant. I don't want to hear that. It makes me feel uncomfortable. I'm speaking, I'm personalizing this experience because I've had people say that to me. I was a size 8, in between a size 8 or size 10 before pregnancy, and during pregnancy, automatically, boom, I added 20 kg extra. When I got to second trimester, I added 20 kg extra. I'm currently in my 3rd trimester filming this video, and I don't know what my current weight is. I'm currently weighing 81 kg from my last midwife appointment, and it's a bit uncomfortable because people who say these things to you are people who are very close to you. I can see in the mirror that this is not also me saying that pregnant women they don't like their body, they're a bit insecure. No, there comes a time in pregnancy where you don't actually care about your weight, you just want baby just come out. I'm at that stage in pregnancy with my body. I mean, we know that pregnancy has a lot of changes. And, sometimes we are trying to be kind to ourselves, tell ourselves, you know what, I'm growing a baby, I'm growing a whole human being. I need to be kind to myself. It's what comes with pregnancy. You can't change some things. And then you have somebody constantly telling you every time they see you, oh, you've added weight. Oh, you've added weight. No, you don't say that at all to someone who is pregnant. I feel like courtesy demands that people should learn some of these basic things, because you don't know what the state of mind of that pregnant woman is at the time you're making that statement. To you are just making a normal statement, but to the person who's receiving it, they're a bit conscious, they feel worried. Yes, I know that this video might trigger some people, but we need to say certain things, and make people aware that there are things that you do not say to a pregnant woman while they are pregnant, just, for their state of mind and just to show a bit of kindness to that pregnant woman, okay? The next thing I also want to comment about is the hyperpigmentation that comes in pregnancy. Guys, this is actually real. When I first, discovered that I was pregnant, I didn't have any dark neck. In fact, it was something that I discovered over time. I was like, wait a minute, I actually think I'm getting darker in terms of my neck, because you can see from the video that my face and my arms look okay, but my neck is it's like 2 or 3 shades darker than my actual complexion if I place my hand to my neck. But I didn't really take too much note of it, if I'm being honest. I just decided to let things take its natural course, because again, to me, sometimes these things happen and I don't need to overly fixate on it. I am growing a baby, I'm trying to be kind to myself, but it becomes a bit more worrying when someone who is close to you, every time they see you, they'll be like, oh my God, your neck is dark, your body is dark. Please, sisters, brothers, cousins, colleagues, please and please don't say that. You kind of make the person a bit more conscious. It also goes back to what I said in the first point, which is making them more conscious about themselves, making them feel a bit uncomfortable. They know what's going on in their body. I am literally seeing myself in the mirror and I can tell, oh, maybe this is not how it was before. And even if I didn't know, I don't need you to highlight that to me. It's a bit rude when you see somebody and then you try to imagine if the person wasn't pregnant and they're having like one kind of illness that make them have a dark neck, and then you're highlighting it to them. Who asked you? They know, okay? So I feel like people shouldn't say that because someone is pregnant, they feel like it's okay to say that to a pregnant woman. Be nice to a pregnant woman. Let's not talk about is the size of the stomach. People go, oh my God, your stomach is so big. It's so big. Do you know that when you tell a woman or when you tell a pregnant woman that her stomach is big, you don't know what the medical, history of that pregnant woman is. She could be suffering from gestational diabetes. She could be worried that, oh, is the baby doing okay? And people make comments like, oh, when I was this and so weak pregnant, I wasn't this big. You've forgotten that people's pregnancy journeys differ. Your pregnancy journey will be different from another person's pregnancy journey. It wouldn't be the same thing. What the person is complaining about will not be what you're complaining about. I mean, for me, I had different symptoms that my siblings who were pregnant did not experience. So it's a bit difficult for me to, hear some of the comments that go, oh, you're looking too big. Are you sure you are okay? And then you as a pregnant woman, you now have something to worry about. You're like, oh my God, am I sure I'm okay? Is my baby okay? Is my baby growing good? Is my baby going too fast? Is my baby big? So many things. And you don't want to be in that state. With pregnancy, it comes with a lot of emotions, like one day you are happy, the other day you are sad, one day you just want to like not speak to anybody. So I feel like people should show a bit of grace, a bit of kindness, towards their friend or their sister or their colleague who is pregnant. Because like I said, you don't really know what the person is dealing with medically for you to comment on the size of their stomach. If you go, oh, your stomach is too small, are you sure you're pregnant? Stop it. Stop it, okay? Okay? Yeah. Next I'll talk about is touching of the stomach. Guys, this is a bit controversial because for some people, it's not a big deal to be like, oh, baby, 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 baby. And then for some cultures, it's a bit, more reserved. I am from the West African culture, especially from Nigeria, Igbo precisely. People don't really touch, pregnant women's stomach because, to be honest with you, pregnancy is a spiritual journey to me, and I don't really know you. I don't feel safe enough for you to actually touch my belly. And you find that sometimes, with people who are the same, culture with you, because we are in the UK, you want to like come and touch my stomach. To navigate that, I think you should ask permission or seek permission from the pregnant woman before you touch their stomach. I think it's the right thing to do, ask, oh, can I touch your stomach? Can I do this? If they feel safe enough for you to touch their stomach, then you can touch their stomach. Another thing to mention here about, separate from stomach is the noticing of, oh, you have stretch marks, or this or that. They're already seeing that. Please don't make them more insecure about their body or make them more self-aware or self-conscious of their body. The next thing to highlight is the fact that you notice the change in walking step. Sometimes people be like, oh, you're waddling, oh, your step has changed. Yeah, I know I'm waddling. I know my step has changed. I don't think it's nice for you to mention that to me. I can clearly see that I'm walking a bit funny. Let me drink water and drop cup. Don't highlight to me that I'm waddling. I don't see that as being funny. Maybe I'm being too serious. Let me know in the comment section if I'm being too serious, but I didn't find it funny, honestly speaking. And maybe my emotion at that time was off. And I don't think, again, with pregnancy, you don't know what the woman is dealing with. So, which is why I say there are things that you just keep to yourself, as courtesy, even if you want to say something, hold it in. For your sake and for the person who you are speaking about. I think with being pregnant now, I have discovered that I show more kindness to people who are pregnant because it's a journey which I want everybody who is seeking for the fruit of the womb to experience. But it's a very peculiar journey. Each pregnancy is different. Each individual's pregnancy is different. So I don't think people should actually, want to, make you more self-aware. For me, during this pregnancy, my shoe size changed. I used to be a size 5, UK size 5. This pregnancy, most of my shoes are not my size anymore. Funny enough, I just got a few shoes that is still my size, and I cherish them so much. I don't want to end up buying new shoes. So I end up wearing maybe Crocs or like ballet flat shoes, just to make myself comfortable. So imagine me trying to make myself comfortable and somebody is trying to, make a funny comment about my movement. Not nice. Come on, not nice. The fact that people will be like, "Oh, you eat too much." I know I eat too much. I don't think it's about being pregnant. You're eating for two. I don't agree that people are eating for two. Sometimes the fact that your body metabolism is a bit high and your body metabolizes food really fast, so you feel like you need to eat every other hour, or like every 3 4 hours. You need to at least, even if it's not eating a main meal, like nibble something in between, just to keep you from feeling fatigue, feeling a bit tired. Sometimes again, after food, you end up feeling tired just randomly. You're feeling tired without having to do anything major. You're just tired. In my first trimester, I was tired. I did not do anything, but I was just tired. So I think with being pregnant, you should actually be thoughtful, in the sense that if you know someone who is pregnant, if you know someone who is close to you, even if they're not close to you, but you work with these people, just try to show kindness to them. You can ask them what they want. I think most times, ask a pregnant woman what she wants, and how she wants to receive help. Because to you, you might be rendering help in a way that she's not considering it as help, rather is a stress to her. So ask, "Oh, how can I be of help to you? What can I do for you?" If people are offering help to you as a pregnant woman, accept it. People that offered help to me, I really appreciated it. Saying to all pregnant women, if you have help or if you need help and someone is offering help to you, please, please take it, darlings. Okay. The last thing I want to mention would be, I think there's some questions that you should refrain from asking. I mean, asking a pregnant woman when it's her due date in my own culture, I think it's wrong. Okay, because like I said earlier, pregnancy is a spiritual journey. People wouldn't want to tell you when their due date is, just for the sake of keeping things to themselves. I believe that things are supposed to materialize. I know, like, eventually when they are comfortable, or even if they're not comfortable with letting you know, it's okay, because even if they write due date of so and so day, that day might not be the day the baby might come. It might come a week early, might come 2 weeks later on. So you don't know. So expecting that someone who is pregnant should tell you their due date, what gender they are having. There are some questions that when I get asked, I'm just like, I make up stories. Like, since you want me to divulge everything that I know, I'll make up stories for you. Okay. Yes. So if you've got a friend or a colleague or cousin, anybody that is pregnant, try to avoid, causing them much stress or drama, because being pregnant comes with its own stress, its own emotion. And the last thing a pregnant woman needs is drama. For one, I stayed clear of anybody who is going to give me drama. If I know that you're going to bring drama to me, I run away. I try to avoid having any form of conflict, any form of confrontation, any form of, having a conversation that would make me feel emotionally weird place. I try to stay away from it, because this is a journey that is quite intimate. You just don't want someone that will just every day they're bringing drama to you. "Why didn't you call me? You did this one to me, you did that one to me." And even you as a pregnant woman, you find that you pick on things a lot. You're more observant, you're more irritable, and so people are not going to understand that this is what comes with pregnancy. I decide to, retaliate or be like, "Oh, why are you speaking to me like that?" It doesn't also mean that it's an excuse to be rude to somebody, but at the same time, avoid drama. Avoid being the drama to a pregnant woman. And you as a pregnant woman, if you know that you're really emotional, avoid bringing drama to people too. So that I don't forget. I find that people, make weird stories about birth. You tell someone, "Oh, you're pregnant," and the person goes, "Oh, when I was pregnant, I had this, my labor was this hour. Oh my God, I struggled with this, I struggled with that." I don't think that's good enough. For me, I try to stay away from conversations that had negative stories about pregnancy, because I don't want to hear that. Honestly, I don't want to hear your negative stories about pregnancy. I'm currently pregnant and I don't want to put myself in that state of anxiousness. So when someone starts to say the negative stories about their pregnancy, I just shut out the person's voice, or I look for something to just say or walk away from that, or not even pay attention to what you're saying, because it's not nice. you don't have to always say your negative stories to a pregnant woman, especially about labor, about your experience with the midwife, about things that happen to you. You don't really need to go there. Or people go, oh, enjoy your sleep now. When you give birth, have a sleepless night. Yes, that might be true, but you don't need to tell me that right now. I don't need to be worried about when I give birth. When I get to that bridge, I will cross it. Okay, so that brings me to the end of this video. If you have more things to contribute to this video, please comment in the comment section. This is not to share anybody. This is not to make anybody feel uncomfortable. This is just from me to you. Things that I feel you should know or shouldn't say to a pregnant woman. Hope I see you in the next video. Bye bye, darlings. Like this video, share this video, and comment in the comment section. Ciao.